Alrighty, I have another construction update for you guys today, and you guys are about to be blown away with what you see on the screen in a couple of seconds. So as you can see, top hat supports are heading into the park. I wonder why. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. Welcome to day 7 days left of construction. Vertical construction, by the way, not all construction. That would be absolutely insane and impossible. What you're about to see is a fully complete Fire Serpent roll. Well, in this footage at 1 p.m., almost complete Fire Serpent roll. By the end of the video, you'll have a fully complete Fire Serpent roll. And it looks amazing. I got some low to the ground shots on the drone for you guys just to show you the scale of this coaster. And look, that weird support, it's actually in. I think there's like a fan account on Instagram for this support, which is absolutely hilarious. In this footage, you're going to see them working on Wonder Mountain's Guardians Lift. Don't worry, they get kicked out of there for tomorrow, the big day tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. They're probably going to work on Saturday. They're not going to work Friday, I don't think, but who knows? They want this done. They need this done. They need to fix brickwork. As you can see, they're even getting aesthetic fences in place for the opening of the park next week. Well, the semi-opening of the park next week. But yeah, so I'm very excited about the progress that they're making on this coaster. It's absolutely insane, the amount of work that's been done. It makes sense. The park said they were waiting on certain supports and track pieces to arrive from the States. And now that we have everything, you can see they're just knocking it out of the park. And this specific piece looked so complicated from the drone to have installed to get it to slide in there. And the winches they were having to use to just get this piece into the exact specific place. But the fact that this footage was filmed at 1 p.m. today, 1 p.m., when I showed up at the park at 1 p.m., I was blown away by the amount of work that had already gotten done. So they must have started at 5 a.m. I'm suspecting a really early start tomorrow as well. You're going to see some of those top hat supports heading in up towards the top hat as well. While I filmed today, they were just rolling in supports as well. Later on in the video, you're going to see a track piece that goes from single spine to double spine, or no spine to double spine, and that is the exit out of the tunnel hole, the mountain hole piece. So we will be able to see track coming out of the mountain tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. I'm so excited, guys. We are in our daily 7 days of vertical construction left videos. We got to wrap this up. We are doing this all for a much bigger video project. So I'm just really excited. And the shaping, when you guys get these low to the ground shots in just a bit, you're going to be blown away by how this thing just twists in itself. I have the biggest smile on my face, by the way, right now. If you can't tell by how I'm talking, I'm just really happy. Like, we finally have this amazing roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland. And I'm not saying the others aren't amazing, because clearly, you know, as much as I hate on Behemoth is an amazing coaster. As much as I jokingly hate on Leviathan, it's an amazing coaster. Yukon's an amazing coaster too for you haters. They're all great coasters, but they're all the same essentially. They all essentially do similar things, the same forces and all that. So I'm really happy that Wonderland went with this over a wing coaster. And again, like, when you see these shots in just a couple of minutes, I'm like, I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And they're back on track, which is just more calming to me as well. And everything's going great. They're even getting the electrical lines cut out through the ride path for the PLC system. Those little green sensor box are along the ride. So all that's going in. Lamp posts are being reconnected. Fencing's going in. Shingles are being put on the station roof. Obviously, we're waiting on Timber Kits wood for the actual station structure. But again, that is very quick and easy. I am just really hoping that we see the concrete company come and pour the slabs for the station and the op booth, so we can see some work happen over there. But in terms of vertical construction, it is on track to be complete. Obviously, hopefully, with my estimated 7 days of vertical construction left. Now, tomorrow will be a telltale sign. If they can finish most of that top hat, if not all of it, tomorrow from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., then that changes things, and my countdown is pessimistic, and it's not accurate. It could be 5 days of vertical construction left. But I have a feeling the double inverting top hat is going to be 2 days of construction, and the stall and the ice winder roll are going to be the remainder. And the ice winder roll is about 25% complete already. The stall is 0% complete. But this company is hauling, like they're working quickly. I actually thought the Fire Serpent roll, there was a good chance it could be completed all day, but I was expecting when I flew at 5 p.m. that it would be completed. No, they knocked it out, and when they finished this, they went and re-torqued all the bolts along all these elements over the service road. So they are making really quick time of utilizing their time, retorquing where they need to, and all that. So very excited to see how this coaster plays out leading up to Media Day this week coming, and the Season Pass Holders Day this week coming as well. So obviously we'll be able to get much better coverage inside the park, but the drone's picking up even the spray paint on the ground there, which is showing you the electricity line for the PLC system of the ride. So that's really cool. Wasn't expecting to be able to pick that up on this drone, but this drone was definitely worth its investment. So definitely able to tell what's going on. They're even, like, I can see the orange circles for that fencing around the ride that they've already started. They're finishing up the water main over by Cornerstones and the Extreme Skyflyer element. In the station, the electrical is getting hooked up. The station building is starting to look like a station building. Like, it looks great. Super excited to see what goes on the outer. There's so much work going on inside the park that I can't unfortunately show you right now. Lots of paint, but you'll be able to see on Season Pass Holders Day, the entire park is being painted, including Splashworks. So it's awesome. Like, so much love is being put into this park right now. And yeah, so I think that's all I really have to say about this roller coaster right now, AlpenFury. I don't know why I had a brain fart, but yeah, this is the final shot. The rides are reconnected to power, by the way. So the power looks like it was turned on about a day ago, if not 2 days ago. Shockwave is getting set up. The Fly is reconnected. Soaring Timbers is reconnected based off of what I'm seeing. So that's a really good sign. The power is on and ready to go. So now we just need to see them pour the concrete in that station structure for the op booth and all that, and that'll give us a good sign of what's to come. Yeah, so outside of that, as you can see the fencing there, I'm going to leave the rest of the video for just, music and for you guys to watch them finish off the Fire Serpent roll and work on retorquing and getting set up for the double inverted top hat tomorrow. You'll see that in this video, and you'll see the Wonderland's Guardian team being right there, just kicked out. Bye. But yes, nonetheless, super excited. That's them coming to pick up their stuff. But all right. Thank you so much for even having a passion and an enjoyment watching these construction updates. You make this super possible. You make the daily trips to the park with my car to film worth it. It's great that there's other people out there that care as much as I do about watching what's going on with Wonderland's coasters and investments every year. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for honestly taking time to watch our videos. And yeah, it means a lot. It really does. Can't wait to see you guys in the park this year. I don't know why, but this year just means so much to me. Being able to get back in the park. This has been a really boring off season. I've hated it. I haven't enjoyed it. I've booked so many trips this year because it's been so boring. So yeah, thank you so much, and can't wait for the next 7 days of vertical construction. Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Bye.